Tonight, I keep coming back to one stubborn question. When everything is falling apart, do promises still mean anything out in the dark? You and I are used to stories where the big, shiny alliance shows up just in time. The brave fleets, the stirring speeches, the guarantee that no one gets left behind. It sounds nice on paper. But imagine this instead. Your world sends the emergency call, the one written into law, the one you were raised to trust, and on the other end of the galaxy, the people who swore to save you quietly decide it's too risky. It's a strange thought, isn't it? That silence can kill just as surely as any weapon. I've always been fascinated by that thin line between what a law says and what people actually do when they're afraid. Who moves anyway? Who pretends they didn't hear? And what happens the first time some small, unimportant planet decides that for them, one promise matters more than the entire galactic rulebook? So tonight we're going to drift into a future where there is a council full of fine words and careful delays, and a distant blue world that remembers what it felt like to wait for help that never came. If you want something to pull your thoughts away from your own day, settle in as we follow a single broken distress call from a burning water world called Kethar Prime. And the moment a tiny human observatory on the edge of every important map decides that no sentient mind should ever face the dark alone. In the late 27th century, the galaxy is busy, bright, and full of laws. There are charters, oaths, and long speeches. There are fleets parked in safe orbits and committees that talk until stars grow old. And yet, when a quiet, water-filled world called Kethar Prime begins to burn, almost every voice in that high council chamber falls silent. Almost. Far out on the edge of every important map, a small blue planet hears a broken call for help. Its people remember what it felt like long ago to wait for rescue that never came. So they have a simple rule now, carved into policy and into hearts. No sentient mind faces the dark alone. Not if a human ship can still move. This is the story of how that promise turns from a private vow into law for the whole galaxy. And then, a signal from a small world answers. The Galactic Council chamber hangs inside a hollowed asteroid near a soft white star. From the outside it looks peaceful. A dark stone shell wrapped in a thin ring of docking lights and quiet patrol ships. From the inside it feels like the center of everything. Rows of floating platforms circle a wide central space. On each platform sit delegates from a different world. Their faces, fur, scales, metal masks, and feathered heads all tilt toward the same thing, the bright symbol of the council projected in the air. It promises safety, order, and mutual aid. The council charter is proud. It says no member world will face extinction alone. It says any attack large enough to end a species will be met with a joint defense fleet. Every culture that signs it adds a line in their own language. For the Kethar, that line means, we will stand together when the sky falls. On ordinary days, the council keeps trade fair and borders fixed. It slows things down. Disputes go into committees. But reports go into archives. Votes take months. It is careful and cautious. Many species like that. It feels safe. The Voric Dominion does not sit in this chamber. It does not sign charters. Its ships move from system to system, leave nothing living, and move on. The Vorax say nothing and make no demands. They do not rule. They erase when scattered Kethar outposts first report Vorax scouts at the edge of their system. The warnings land on a dozen council desks. Assistants log them. Analysts tag them. A security subcommittee schedules a meeting 3 weeks out. By then, Vorax carriers are already in Kethar Prime sky. Down on Kethar Prime, in a tall glass tower looking over soft blue canals, Sayla Ven stands in front of a comm panel. Her fur is pale silver, brushed back from sharp, clear eyes. Behind her, the city glows with late afternoon light. Canal boats slide between crystal piers. Wind moves through spires that glow with stored sunlight. It looks peaceful, almost like every other day. Our first message is calm. This is Envoy Sayla Ven of Kethar Prime. Member world in good standing. Council friends, we confirm multiple Vorax signatures in our outer orbit. We request activation of defense protocol. 9. We stand ready to coordinate. Her voice is steady. Her hands rest flat on the console. She has sent many messages here. The council usually answers in under an hour, even just to ask for more data. Today, the reply light stays dark. Her staff waits with her. They check the equipment 3 times. They run diagnostics. The relay satellites respond. The signal leaves the system cleanly. The problem is not on Kehar's side. In the council chamber, a small hollow of Sala's face appears in the air above her world's empty platform. The Kethar seat is empty because Sayla is sending from home. Her message moves into a queue. Security flag Vorax contact. Priority high. Recommended action. Schedule emergency review. Several delegates see the alert. Many feel a tightness in their chest, or something like fear in their own bodies. They remember tales of worlds the Vorax erased centuries ago, before the council grew strong. A few mutter that this could mean war on a scale no charter can contain. Their aides suggest caution. Data first. Slow down. Time passes. On Kethar Prime, the sky changes. Thin lines of fire appear, barely visible in daylight, like scratches against blue. Orbital strikes. At first, they are distant, empty fields, uninhabited hills. A show of force. Sayla's second message is faster, shorter, and sharper. This is Envoy Ven. Vorax destroyers have entered low orbit. Civilian centers are under threat. We request immediate council fleet intervention per Charter Line 73. Please confirm Response Force ETA. Our people are moving to shelters. We stand ready to share targeting data. Her voice holds, but her right hand shakes behind the console, hidden from the camera. Sirens begin to sound outside. Her staff glance at the windows, then back at her, trusting that help is already on the way. In the council chamber, Debate has begun. What if the Vorik are testing us? A heavy-scaled delegate asks, if we move a joint fleet, we show our full strength. If we lose, we invite more attacks. A thin insectoid diplomat folds sharp limbs. We must not risk our core worlds for an edge system. We can send observers, quiet advisors, encourage the Kethar to surrender or evacuate. 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 To where? A soft-voiced singer from a low-gravity world asks. The word extinction floats through private channels, never spoken in the open hall. Someone suggests sending support in secret. Another reminds them that the charter requires open, full defense or no move at all. Anything less could be seen as weakness. Fear grows, thick and sticky. No one wants to be the first to say, stand down. No one wants to be the first to say attack. So they say nothing. They send the problem to yet another committee. Back on Kethar Prime, the sky is no longer scratched. It is torn. The first city to fall is Lumeris, built along a wide canal ring. From Saelis Tower, she can see a bloom of light on the horizon where Lumeris used to be. The light is wrong. Too sharp, too fast, rising like a second sun and then gone, leaving a column of dust. Her aide, Jor, stares at the display that tracks council traffic. Envoy, he says, voice small, no reply. She nods once, as if she expected that. She did not. Her heart moves up into her throat. Sayla opens a fresh channel. This time there is no careful salute, no formal start. This is Sayla Ven of Kethar Prime. Vorik fire has erased Lumeris Canal Ring. Population estimate, 300 million. We are moving all civilians underground. Council, if you mean to stand with us, we need ships now. You wrote that no member world would face extinction alone. This is what that looks like. This is the moment you meant. Please respond. As she speaks, the building shakes. Glass hums. Outside, shuttles streak across the sky, heading for shelters. Far air glows orange where something else burns. Her message ends. The console light stays dark. In the Galactic Council's inner net, Sayla's third call lands in a small, restricted folder. A legal team reviews it. They mark up paragraphs from the charter. If they act, they may be seen as taking sides in a war larger than their reach. If they do not act, they break a promise that holds the whole structure together. Someone suggests a statement of concern. Another drafts a note urging de-escalation. No one talks about sending fleets now. The Vorik main force is moving in. To meet it, the Council would have to strip other borders bare. They choose to wait, down on Kethar Prime. Waiting looks different. In the deep shelter complex called Hollow 9, dug into an old mining range, families sit on rough stone benches, under dull lights. The air smells of metal and dust. The shelters were built for storms and quakes, not for a war like this. A Kethar mother holds her child close. The child's eyes stay on the silent comm screen built into the wall. It shows the council symbol. Under it, a line of text, awaiting response. In another bunk room, old veterans sit with their backs to the wall, rifles across their knees. They listen to the slow static of dead channels. They remember training about council coordination, Joint Command incoming allies. Every minute, with no signal chips at that training like claws on stone. Soldiers on the surface pull back, not because they panic, but because the plan says hold until council fleets arrive, then regroup under joint tags,